So let's talk cannulas. So obviously they have to put a cannula in your hand, look at my bruise, to put the chemo in. Oh, a bit wonky. And I asked for a PICC line to be put in. I asked about a week before I started my chemo. I think I might have even mentioned it before that as well. And basically they're saying that they can't put one in until the 12th of January. So by the 12th of January, I'll have had 5 chemo sessions, which is quite a lot. When I went for my first chemo session, they said, oh, you really need a PICC line in because your veins are so bad on your hand, you can't see them. And I was like, yeah, no, I've been asking for one. So I said, is there no, and honestly, like, I'm quite tough, but getting that cannula in, absolutely knacked. It really, really hurt. Not gonna lie. So they were like, oh yeah, we really need this in. So they looked into it and said, no, we can't do it before the 12th of Jan. So been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it all weekend. Like, that's the only thing that I really disliked about the chemo. That's the only thing that made me kind of unhappy about it. The rest of it I thought was quite all right. So rang the chemo ward yesterday and said, listen, I'll travel to another hospital. I'm happy to go somewhere else if I can get the PICC line in somewhere else. So she said, I'll ring you back in about 10 minutes. 4 hours later, hadn't rang us back. So I rang them back. I said, oh, I was just going to ring you back. I was like, yeah, of course you were. And she said, basically, I need to contact my consultant so that he can refer me to get a PICC line somewhere else. So I tried to ring the consultant secretary. She doesn't work on a Monday. So I've left her a voicemail and hopefully she can get me in somewhere else to get this PICC line fitted. If you don't know what a PICC line is, neither do I. No, I don't really know completely, but I know that it's basically like a tube that goes in your arm that has a little bit in the bottom where they can put the chemo drugs into, or they can take bloods from it as well. So it'll just stay in my arm the whole time I'm going through chemo, which is almost like 6 months that I'm going to be going through it. So it just means that they're not going to have to put a cannula in and they're not going to have to inject me to take bloods. Although I have heard that sometimes when you go to get your bloods taken, some nurses aren't trained to use them, so they will have to just take them normally anyway. But I really want this PICC line in. So fingers crossed for me that I can get it fitted somewhere else.